Alright everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Wrestle and Rants and Reviews. This is Big Mike. And this is a video response to, I guess, Reggie Tillar and the Bostonfan. I didn't see Reggie's video, so I guess that shouldn't be really a response to him. But I was talking to him the other day on Skype, and a lot of the things that you said, Bostonfan, in your video, he said to me, and I understand the gist of it. But you want to know where wrestling, or backyard wrestling, is today? Backyard wrestling is no different today, in my opinion, than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Excuse me. It's still a bunch of kids that are going out there thinking they're living their dream, you know, because they have the passion to wrestle. What they're doing is still wrong. Whether you got the passion to wrestle or not, you're not doing it properly. You know, if you have that much passion, you'll save your fucking allowance. You'll collect pop cans, pop bottles, beer cans, beer kegs, whatever. You'll get enough money to go to a wrestling school and get trained. And Reggie Tillar said, well, a lot of these guys have been trained by professional wrestlers. I think that's bullshit. Because, first of all, if you've been trained by a professional wrestler, they're not going to let you become a backyard tard. Because professional wrestlers are not into backyard wrestling. They don't like backyard tards. So once you've been taken under the ring or wing and under the tutelage of a professional wrestler, they're going to try and get you on an indie show so you can make the money and hone your craft properly. So I think them being properly trained is fucking bullshit. Secondly, they are not properly trained. They may be holding back on their punches because they think they know what they're doing. But 90% of backyard wrestling is hardcore. Like Bostonfan said, you're getting hit with mops and buckets and fucking, you know, whatever. And that's it. And you're getting cut, and you're fucking brutalizing each other for no reason. You know, you guys may think you know what you're doing, but you're not. Even if you're not getting hurt this match, you're going to get hurt soon enough because you're not doing it properly. There's a lot that goes into training, and you know, you're not taken serious by the wrestling community to be a backyard tard. Now, there's some cases where you got someone like a McFoley or the Hardys where they started, you know, kind of backyardish. But they eventually got proper training. You know, they kind of taught themselves the fundamentals however they did. But majority of it, they were just either bouncing off a trampoline or jumping off a house. You know, until they finally went, you know, and got proper training. You're just seeing the glory of it. Like, oh, he was a backyarder, now he's on WWE. There was many steps in between. So the backyarders now may be putting more time and effort into it because, you know, they're, I don't know how can I put it. You know, not their passion, but, you know, they're creative. Kids are creative nowadays, you know. And I'm not saying we weren't in the past making our belts out of sheet metal and vinyl, but, you know, they're creative when it comes to making storylines. They're creative when it comes to making a ring. They're creative when they're coming up with making names. You know, I can't take that away from them. However, what they're doing is so wrong, you know. When WWE says don't try this at home, they're talking to you fucking backyard tards. Because you're going to fucking get hurt. I don't know what else to say. I've seen a lot of backyard wrestling. Some of it looks good, you know. Backyard wrestling is more like unsanctioned MMA with a little bit of WWF thrown into it, or WWE thrown into it. Because they're fighting basically for real. And the moves they're doing to each other, they think they're holding back, they think they're not hurting each other. But they are going to end up fucking each other up if they haven't already. They don't know the half of it, you know, and I can't sit here like I know everything, but at least I've been to wrestling school. You know, I've been to classes. No, I'm not a wrestler. I'm a manager on the indie circuit. You know, some of you may know that, some of you may not. I'm not here to blow my horn. I'm not, you know, I'm just saying though, I've been to those classes. I've seen how things are done and should be properly. I've learned how to take a bump because you have to, you know. But You know, back-tard wrestling is that it. It's for tards. I can see their passion, but the ultimate goal is to make money, and you're not going to do it. You know, the ultimate goal. You know, you're technically living your dream because you're out there on Saturday morning with your buddies, you know, having fun, doing what you like. But you're never going to live the real dream because you're not taking the time and or the effort to get and learn properly how to do things right. So if this is your passion, this is your dream, like I said, you'll collect pop cans, save your pennies, fucking do what you need to do, sell your Xbox, sell your PS3, sell your soul, whatever, to get that money to go to a reputable training school. And you don't pick any just regular Joe Blow and be like, hey, can you train me? You're an indie wrestler. You want someone that's at least semi-made it, you know, had tryouts with the Fed or someone like that, or is a veteran, you know, of the indie circuit for 15 years. You want people that got connections. You know, that's what it's all about. Do I know if backyard wrestling has grown or what it really is today? I think it's grown. Possibly what it is today, I don't think it's changed a lot, except for maybe the creativity and stuff, and maybe the views because of the internet. But backyard wrestling will always be backyard wrestling, and there's a lot more that goes into it, you guys. You know, I as a kid, we all did it as a kid, you know, whether it was in our basements or in our bedrooms or, you know, in the pool or on the trampoline, we're all doing the fucking elbow drops and power drivers and power bombs and pedigrees. You know, I remember my cousin and this kid, they were fucking around, and he was like, oh, I'm going to give you a pedigree. This kid, his head was driven into the fucking cement, and looked like he grew another head instantly. You know, things are done properly. People think, you know, it's all one-sided in wrestling too. If you can pull a body slam off, that's great. But you're not doing it safe. It takes two. Every move that you do in the fucking wrestling ring, it's two people doing it. You know, there's proper ways to post, proper way to give the other guy leverage. You know, a lot of different things, because the guy is going to do the move is going to kill himself. You know, if he does things wrong, or if you don't help out. You know, and then it's all about being safe, tucking the head, doing different things, you know, when you give certain moves. So anyways, I don't know. I don't want to get into the safeties of it, but that's the biggest thing. Safeties and knowledge. And just because you're going out there and jumping on a bunch of fucking mattresses and calling yourself the fucking midget beater or whatever the fuck you call yourself, the fucking meat beater or whatever, you're not a professional wrestler. You're not even an independent star. You know, you may be a hero to the 15 people in your fucking neighborhood, but just because you bled. But all I can say is don't do it. Don't do it. You know. So I don't know if this is the response you guys are looking for. I just basically showed my hate for backyard tards, whatever you want to call them. Backyard wrestling. Just take the steps that I told you. You know, get trained, be proper, be safe. Don't do it. You know. That's all I can say. So until then, this has been my response to Reggie Tillar and to Bostonfan, and I'll see you on the flip side.